I am using AI to generate images for my articles. For example, this is an image that was generated by AI. The model was Stable Diffusion XL. This is another image that was generated by AI. The model was also Stable Diffusion XL. And the prompt was Automatic Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. I like this image. I think it's well done. This is an image about trusting the authority. The prompt was trusting the authority, and the model was night vision. Night vision is very good at generating characters and personalities, people, humans, but it still has like the ants issue. Anyway, what I want to do now is to show you my workflow, how I am generating these images, and we will generate a new image for this article. The image will be, the theme of the image would be the chain of trust. This is ComfyUI. I will not explain installing ComfyUI or the AI model. There are other videos that explain that better than what I can do. I'm just a user here. So in ComfyUI, this is a workflow designer. You design your workflow based on what you need, and I'll show you my workflow. I start by a text input. This is my text. I start by a text input, and this would be for the positive prompt. And if I hold down Alt and drag it, I get a copy of this node or a clone of this node, and I call this, will call it the negative prompt. I also need a model, and the model I'm using is here would be, let's use SDXL, and for that we load a checkpoint. And I want to load XL, the base checkpoint, yes. To merge text and images, we need a clip encoder. So let's clip text encoder, yes. And instead of the text here, I want to convert it to input and get it from here. And we get clip from the model. Basically, clip is what the meaning of the image, the meaning of the photo. So we are generating photos that have this meaning. I'll need another clip text encoder for the negative prompt, and I can put them like this. So the text comes from here, and the clip also comes from the same model. So now I am ready to pass this information to an engine, to an AI engine. The AI engine would be a case sampler, an advanced sampler. I'll use an advanced sampler here. Now, the positive conditioning comes from here. The negative conditioning comes from here. The model is here, but now we need an empty image, a base image. So let's get an empty latent image. Okay, so the empty latent image comes here, but we need to specify the dimensions. AI models work better in specific resolutions. So I look for stable diffusion presets precision. And now these, I convert them to input, the width and the height, and I get them from here. So this is my workflow, and my preference for the title photos for my articles is this preset. Now we are done with the processing. Now we get an image, what we call a latent, that we need to decode. We decode it with the VAE decoder. The VAE is the algorithm for managing or processing images using AI models. And we pass the latent here. no, I'm sorry, I got an encoder. I need to get a decoder. So we have the latent here and the VAE here. And now below this, I can put an image. So let's preview the image. I can save the image also, but this we will not save because we will process it more. So if I tell the AI model the chain of trust, I want to get the chain of trust, and noise, it will be initialized, I think. Now it was initialized because I'm randomizing it. Luckily, stable diffusion works on multiple steps. On no, SDXL, I mean, works on 2 steps. So you have the base image that you generate right now, but there is also a refiner model. So while this is working, let's add the refinement stage. So I'll copy this to here, and here I will use the refiners model. I need to copy also these two. And I pass the clip here and to this one, and I get the conditioning also from here for the positive. From here and from here. So we got the text and we got the clip from this model, and then we need a different key sampler. So I want a advanced sampler also. So now this is the generated image. Let's preview it. That's an ugly image. It's fine. It's an ugly image, but we will get another one. So now let's finish the processing. I need to get the positive and to connect the negative. I need to connect the model, and the latent image will come from this. So we will output the output of this model, this image, we will seed it to the advanced, we will seed it to the refiner, and the refiner will work on it to refine it. Now there is a trick here, because like, let's say I want to work on 20 steps here. So in the refinement, you start from where you end in the previous one. So we tell the refiner that we have done 20 steps, and I want you to work for do 25 passes now. And to catch the output of the refiner, I want to add a decoder also. And we decode it with the VAE of the model, the decoding software. And the image, I'll save the image now. Save the image, and I pass the image that is generated here. But I noticed that I can specify an image prefix here. And the way I like to do it in my workflow is that I convert this to an input, and I add a primitive here, and I connect this primitive to the text input. So now I call this the project, for example, and I call it, for example, chain of trust. So that the images that are generated, I can define them, I can know what they are from the title. and this will be the project. So those will be my inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the first processing step, which is here. I have the second processing step, which is here. And I see the end, I have the end result here. So let's try with a different seed now and see what we get. This looks like a very ugly chain of trust. This will be the end image. Trust. Very ugly image, but depends on your luck. Like if you write more text here, you can get some nice images. If you tell it that you want something straight, for example, you can get also better results. I managed to get an interesting graphic from the AI, from Stable Diffusion. This would be it, and I quite like it. It represents the root certificate and the chain of trust surrounding it. So I like this image. I think I'm gonna use it for my article, for the article regarding the certificate authority. And the idea of this video was to show you what is my workflow. So I hope you liked it. If you have any comment about my workflow, if you have any like preferred workflow, please send me that in a comment to the video.